A university in the United Kingdom is set to offer a graduate degree in magic and the occult. Starting next fall, the University of Exeter is offering the grad school courses. They're believed to be the first of their kind in the study of the occult. A priest and exorcist in the Archdiocese of Washington says these topics are, quote, dangerous stuff. Earlier this week, our own Tracy Sable caught up with that priest, Monsignor Stephen Rossetti.
And Monsignor Stephen Rossetti joins us now. Monsignor Rossetti, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate this. One of the professors of this school was recently interviewed by National Public Radio, and they were kind of joking about comparing this program to Harry Potter and his school of Hogwarts. I know to you, this is no laughing matter. Tell us why.
Well, for example, we all remember that movie, The Exorcist, in the 70s. That was based on a real case. And we have the notes of the Jesuits who did the exorcism. And the young man, the 12-year-old boy, it was a boy, not a girl, who got possessed, was using a Ouija board for months and got possessed, and not surprisingly. And it was a very ugly case, but he was liberated, thanks be to God. But that's a sort of example. And I get people all the time who come to me who used to be into witchcraft, whatever, and their lives were awful, and they got possessed, and now they need help.
Yeah, what do you think is drawing people into it?
Well, when I've talked to a number of people who have been into witchcraft, whatever, and they say typically you want to take charge or control your own life. You want to get what you want. I want love, money, good fortune, a job, whatever. So you take control over your life. You think you do. You get what you want, and it seems like a good quick fix. And as one former witch told me, it's kind of a power trip. But unfortunately, that is not Christianity. We say what all the saints say. You know, the saints say, "I come to do God's will." So we try to discern what the Lord has in mind for us, which is because the Lord's, omnipotent and omniscient. So he knows everything and knows what's best for us. When you go down the dark path of witchcraft, you start going into a dark path, and eventually, you find yourself in Satan's arms, and that is a very dark reality.
Yeah. Speaking of witches, too, the New York Times reports that the University of Exeter is near the site in the 17th century where 3 women were hanged for practicing witchcraft. Do you think there's a connection, to this course? And also, does this location give you any cause for concern?
Well, I'm pretty cautious about that sort of thing. But wherever you are, when you start, and a former witch told me, he was doing the occult for 27 years. He says, what they don't realize is whenever you cast a spell, any sort of spell, whether black or white, you're making a contract with Satan. So you're inviting Satan in, whether you realize it or not, or intended it or not, and which is a very dangerous thing. I actually think that I have this prediction, by the way, Tracy. I'm thinking that in a few years, they're going to shut the program down. And why? Because some students are going to have a bad reaction. They're going to have some ugly things happen, and the university is going to say, we want to stay away from that. And who knows? They might even sue the university. They might say, you led me into this witchcraft, occult stuff. You didn't warn me how dangerous it could be, and look what happened to my life.
Yeah, and we definitely need to give them their prayers that program ends, and hoping these programs don't come over here in the United States either.
Well, it's ubiquitous. There's so much witchcraft being practiced today. With the Harry Potter movies and whatever. That's entertainment, but it gives you the impression that witchcraft is a good thing, and it's just not. And that's what we're missing today. Some good catechesis. I think the Bishops' Conference should really come out more strongly and teach about this. It's in the Catechism, of course, and the Bible calls witchcraft and mediums and all that stuff an abomination. It's a very serious sin against the first commandment, and that's why people who've been involved in witchcraft voluntarily are very hard to exorcise. You can do it, but they're very difficult, tough demons to get rid of because it's such an evil sin.
Yeah, it's not a game. Monsignor Rossetti, thank you so much for coming on. Always appreciate it.
God bless you, Tracy, and all my friends there at EWTN.